Everybody's Dalton. It's time to start thinking about a chatterbait or a bladed jig. When water temperatures reach, say, the mid-50s, around 55 degrees, which is going to be kind of a pre-spawn mode, but for spotted bass, some of them are already spawning at that water temperature. It's kind of strange, but they do. I had to get used to that. I start thinking about a bladed jig, and I will throw a bladed jig from that mid-50s water temperature through the summer all the way through the fall. I love throwing a chatterbait. Now, I've used a lot of trailers when it comes to spotted bass and throwing a chatterbait. I've used the boot tail style, and what I find a lot of times is they bite it off because they don't get all the way up to the hook and they just bite the tail right off. I use one that Big Bite Bait makes. Can't remember the name of it, but I'll have it in the description below. And that's a nice one too. And I've caught a few more on this, but they still, for whatever reason, bite that tail off because spotted bass are tail nippers. I will also use grub or cross styles, like a Strike King Menace or something like that. But what I have found for spotted bass, the best trailer for me, and it's only an opinion, but it has worked well for me. Zoom makes a twin tail trailer. And I've already got this set up because I'm going out fishing in a couple days, but that's what it looks like right there. And what I do is I cut it down to fit my chatterbait. This is a 5/8, and if you look at the head of this, it is all torn up. Reason is I just bang the heck out of the rocks with this chatterbait, and that's how I get a lot of my bites. I'm using a brighter color right now because the water I'm going to be fishing is pretty dirty, so I want that bright color. I have found that I catch more spotted bass with this trailer, and they hardly ever bite this tail off. And I think what happens, a lot of times they'll come up behind it, and they'll come up, and this is so thin, has plenty of action, so thin, they just kind of get right to the hook, and I'm able to catch a whole lot more of them. So if you're struggling with spotted bass, getting them with a chatterbait, try that trailer out, and it's probably going to help you out a lot. It certainly has helped me. I've had people tell me they don't like bladed jigs, they don't like throwing them. That's where I was. I hated them when they first came out, but I decided, just by knowing that so many people are catching fish on them, I made myself throw that thing over and over, started catching fish, gained confidence in it, and now I want to throw it as much as I possibly can. I typically throw it on 15 to 17, maybe up to 20-pound tests sometimes. I'll throw a chatterbait anywhere. They're great for grass. Obviously, that's one of the prime reasons, but I'll throw them around rocks, docks, wood, and open water. Open water works great with a chatterbait. You throw it just like you would a spinnerbait, just different levels and depths of the water. And I'm just looking for the bait because those bass are feeding up for the spawn. I'm going to go where the bait is, and I'm going to throw that chatterbait. I look for a little bit of wind, a little bit of cloud cover, something like that, low light conditions, dirty water's great, and that's when I love throwing a chatterbait. So, quick update. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm recovering from surgery from a broken ankle, but I am back on my feet. I am in a regular shoe. I'm getting everything ready because my wife and I, in 3 days actually, we're heading out to the lake to go fishing, and I have not fished since the 1st of December, so I have missed most of the winter, but it is what it is. I'm excited, gonna get back on the water. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope this little tip helps on a trailer for spotted bass. I'll talk to you next time.